50 candidates that started the program, only 43 were able to make it to the end of this program. We consider this a huge success, considering the low completion rate of most online training with such long duration. This year, we have some of the participants who got job offers in the middle of the program. I mean, this has never happened in the history of the program. So we're excited when we had such news. The last 3 months of this program has been intense and demanding for all of us. Our graduate member went through 15 employability courses, ranging from emotional intelligence, problem solving and decision making, effective presentation skills, automation, a few. During the course of the training, they were involved in numerous class presentations, book reviews, class discussion, group activities, and even projects. You see, all of the participants were involved in live projects. They took up business problems and made presentation to provide solution to this problem. This was a very integral part of the program. Our graduate members have also had the good fortune of meeting with qualified and experienced career counselors and mentors who have been a great support to each of them. We have made concerted efforts to ensure that the program is designed to address the current realities of today's job market. I will be the first to admit that the program is not perfect. Our goal for next year, 2021, is to take advantage of what we have learned this year to improve on subsequent edition of this program. As I speak to you, about 8 of our participants are currently employed in full-time jobs. Some are already in the process of landing a job. Our goal is to ensure that at least 80% of our graduate members are able to secure meaningful jobs within the next 6 months. We intend to make this happen through our career support system. I want to use the opportunity to congratulate every graduate member who have made it to the end of this program. Out of 506 candidates that applied for the Graduate Advancement Program Network Batch 4, you emerge as the best candidate. But even beyond that, you successfully completed the program in spite of the challenges that you faced along the way. I am indeed proud to share this moment with all of you. On behalf of KC team and the graduate members of GAP Network Batch 4, I did like to take a moment to acknowledge those who have gotten us to where we are today, because the truth is none of us would have made it here without them. Let me start by acknowledging God for his mercies and for the gift of life. God has indeed been gracious to all of us through this journey of impact. I would like to specially acknowledge the support and visionary leadership of our founder, Mr. Charles Wodo Jr., without whom none of us would be gathered here today virtually. His passion and dedication to youth development in this country has provided us with the foundation for everything we do at KEC. I want to also thank our board of trustees, particularly Madam Ezine Ekekwe. I remember most times when I go to her, she always gives me very, very valuable and insightful advice. I really want to thank you, Madam, and Mr. Babatunde Fajimi for their immense advice and unwavering support. A big thank you to our sponsor, the Ford Foundation, who has provided the funding for this program. We could not have achieved this without your financial support. We are indeed grateful. Our wonderful volunteers, our facilitators, career counselors, our mentors, those who help us during the interview process, you guys were awesome. You were wonderful. We really appreciate the support and the effort you have put into this program. We cannot thank you enough for the effort you have put into helping us in this journey of dealing with the unemployment challenge that plague our dear country. A big thank you to our employer partners who graciously accepted our graduate members in their organization to gain valuable work experience and gave them the opportunity to put into practice what they learned at KAC. I will not fail to forget my team who have been working tenaciously in ensuring that the day-to-day activity have been attended to, and also helping to put this event together. Finally, to all our special guests, prospective partners, the Lagos State Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment, thank you for being a part of this noble vision. To the graduates, I am proud to say that today, you are not the same person you were when you began this program. You can raise your head high, for you have overcome all the challenges life threw at you in the past 3 months. It has not been easy, but you have reached the end of this hurdle. It is also the beginning of a new one, and I want to encourage you never to relent. I want to encourage you to use this same spirit that you have shown, the sacrifice you have made, the rigors and challenges that you have endured. I do not promise you an easy journey, nor am I assuming that it will be the same for everyone. But it is up to you, each one of you, to make your dreams work. It is up to each one of you to keep pushing and push harder. At the end of the day, if you all do put your best out there, as you have all been taught during the program, I can say with confidence that the sky will be your starting point. So much has been invested in your development in the last 3 months. I can imagine that a lot of people will have loved to be in your place, but did not have the rare privilege which you have been blessed with. You no longer have any excuse to remain where you have been prior to this program. Let me make one thing clear. The GAP Network program is not an automatic ticket to your dream job. It is incumbent on you to take advantage of the knowledge, skills, and experiences you have gained during the course of this program and use it to gain advantage over the competition out there. The job market has been disrupted, and you need to be very deliberate on how you handle your career. Now, at this juncture, I want you to permit me to share with you some of the findings from a research we recently concluded in partnership with a Budget. I'm sure most of you will know Budget. So some of the insight we got was finding a job has been the greatest challenge of 51% of the graduates that was in this study. The COVID-19 pandemic has negatively impacted 47% of graduates and their activities, including job search. 17% of graduates lost their job due to this pandemic. And here are some of the insights we got from the employers we surveyed. Now, 40% of them said they laid off some staff in the last 3 months. But interestingly, 60% of employers hired new employees during the pandemic. What this meant was that even though we had a lot of people laying off, we had even more, ironically, we had more people employing during this season because some new business evolved. You know, a lot of opportunities came up as a result of the pandemic because people had to innovate. Now, it will interest you to know that before the existence of COVID-19 pandemic and the disruption of business operations, only 34% of the employers that we interviewed recruited new employees, meaning that there was more recruitment during the pandemic than what used to obtain opportunities for employment. So I want to urge you to take full responsibility in pursuing your career with the same attitude you have demonstrated in the last 3 months. KAC will continue to provide you with the needed support during your career journey. Remember, your success is our success. On behalf of the graduate member of the GAP Network Batch 4, I say welcome everyone and thank you for celebrating this special day with us. God bless you, and I hope we'll have a wonderful time here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Agogo. Thank you very much for that welcome address. Thank you very much. Next, we are supposed to be having the keynote address by Mr. Charles Nwodo, our chairman. But before then, we will be having the journey so far for the GAP network by myself. But before then, we will be playing a little video on what the graduate members had to say before the program, what they had to say during the program, and what they had to say after the program. So kindly stay with us on this, please. I will be playing a video now. Okay, can we see the video now?
Experienced professionals in my field of study.
Through this program, I'm going
to have access to a lot of trainings, have access to a lot of mentors, and also
yes, it is on. It is on.
My name is Okunze Obiageli Blessed.
Samuel Aramaju Gushala.
My name is Abila.
My name is Ifeda Yadubani.
My name is Grace James.
Forward to advancing professionally and being mentored by experienced professionals in my field of study.
Through this program, I'm going to have access to a lot of trainings, have access to a lot of mentors, and also develop myself for a better career.
My skills and competency was all I needed to propel my career. I'm looking forward to a transforming experience from this program.
I believe this program is the springboard I need to take me to the next level of my career, and I want to say a big thank you.
It's been 2 weeks into the GAP Network program. It's been beautiful, insightful. I was able to connect with professionals on LinkedIn. We're taught on how to make smart plans.
We learned about emotional intelligence. We learned about teamwork and collaboration.
We are being equipped with relevant skills, relevant professional skills that are needed for one to excel in the workplace.
The more beautiful thing about this is that we are not just learning theories this time. Rather, KEC has provided for us platform for us to put to use most of those things that we are learning in the classroom.
Today you're going to choose between what is right and how you feel. That's when that your personal leadership comes into play.
One thing that the program did for me, let's say it helped to reawaken my career ambitions. And there have been times where the challenges, the obstacle, they are applying and not getting a response, not even interview and all that. And it seems looking to ask what is happening. And I felt like not applying again or not pushing as the way I want to push normally. But something is wrong or it's not possible getting it. And it actually reawakened my ambition. That's the first one. And the second one, throughout the program, the training, the counseling section and everything, I was able to get a clearer career goal. My career goal became very, very clear to me. I know what I wanted, I know what I'm pursuing, and I've actually been following that by God's grace. And it has actually helped me so far.
we enjoyed that short video. So next on the agenda is the journey so far by myself. So I'll be presenting the journey so far, what it has been so far about the GAP network, how we've been able to go through the program and the stages of the program. So I'll be sharing my slides. Hope we can all see the slides. Hello, hope we can all see the slides.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I will be talking about the journey so far of the GAP network, and the major things I will be talking about is the phases in the GAP network, the selection process, the career counseling and mentoring session, the job success rate for our participants, what is the support, what does the support looks like for our graduate members. So these are some of the things that my presentation will be all about. Like Mr. Agogo Akporidus said during his welcome address, he explained what the GAP network program is, but I'll be saying more about it. The Graduate Advancement Program used to be an 8 weeks program whereby we have 2 weeks employability training and 4 weeks internship. But now, because of the pandemic and the need to constantly change the program and make it better, we made it a 3-month program this time, an employability program, whereby 1 month of the program is for the employability training, whereby we teach our graduate members a combination of employability skills, which has to do with digital skills, has to do with soft skills, has to do with technical skills, a combination of these three, so that when they go into the workplace, they have this value to add at the workplace. So due to the COVID pandemic, all activities during the GAP network batch 4 was done virtually. So there are 2 phases to the GAP network process, but in between these 2 phases, we embedded some activities in it. We have the employability training. During the after the employability training, we also have the career counseling and mentoring session, which I will be speaking more about after this stage. But majorly, it's about 2 phases where we have the employability training and the internship. So the employability training started on the 1st of September and ended on the 24th of September, whereby we trained our graduate members on 15 courses. Some of these courses include CV writing, digital marketing, data analytics, emotional intelligence. If you look at some of these courses, it's a combination of soft skills, technical skills, and digital skills, because we understand that in today's labor market, you have to have the combination of this skill set to be able to assert yourself and to ensure career progression. So this is the feedback we've taken into this program to build this program and give them the training that we did over a 1 month period. Also, the internship phase, we make sure that we attach our graduate members to different employer partners that took them in for the period of 2 months so that they can apply what they've learned. We understand that there are so many programs teaching graduates on employability, teaching them what to do and what to do. But what is the essence of the program whereby you can apply the learnings from what you've had from the program? So we've strategically designed this program so that after the training, they can also apply the learning. That's why we have this internship stage. So this internship stage was scheduled to start 2nd of October and to end 27th of October. But some people were not scheduled early and things like that. So the timing was a little bit different for some of our graduate members. So the selection process for the GAP network, the selection process was very rigorous because we wanted the best of the best people that really need the program one and that will make the best use of the program. So the first stage is the registration stage, whereby you register, and we sort out due to the criteria we've given for the registration. So the second stage is the online test. So for the online test, the second stage is the online test. Then the third stage is the interview stage. The registration for this year for GAP Network, we have a total of 506 people that registered for the GAP network. For the interview stage, we have 204 people for the interview stage, and we finally selected 50 people from that pool to the GAP network program. So the participant demography for the GAP network, participant by years, I mean the years of experience, majorly because we have a target, the people that we want into the GAP network. And if you look at this this graph here, it shows our target was met. We had mostly people from 0 to 1 year of experience, which are 25 people that were part of the GAP network, and 2 to 4 years experience, which are 18 people that were part of the GAP network. Then we have 23 males were part of the GAP network, and 20 females were part of the GAP network. So this is the participants by sex. So we have 23 males and we have 20 females who attended and completed the GAP network program. Then participant by age, we had 23 people within the age range of 18 to 25, and we had 20 people who were within the age range of 26 to 35, like 26 to 35. Then participant by stage of origin. One thing that the COVID pandemic did for us was to allow us spread. Before, we normally have some of this program in Lagos, but participant by state of origin, we had 10 people from Ogun State, we had 7 people from Anambra, we have 5 people from Ondo State, we have 3 people from Osun State, 3 people from Ekiti, 3 people from Rivers, 2 people from Oyo State, and Edo State. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then participant by location, because the state of origin is different. For people that participated in the program, that finished the program, we have 28 people from Lagos. Maybe this is due to the fact that we are based in Lagos. So 28 people participated from Lagos and 4 people from Abuja. 2 people from Oyo State, 2 people from Ogun State, 2 people from River State, 1 person from Edo, 1 person from Osun State, 1 person from Kaduna, and 1 person from Kwara State. So this leads me to the career counseling and mentoring session. When I was explaining the phases of the GAP network, I spoke about the employability training, and I also spoke about the internship phase. But I highlighted that in between those 2 phases, we've embedded the element of career counseling and mentorship in it, so that to make the program an awesome experience for our graduate members. So for this batch, we had a total of 24 career counselors and 25 mentors who were administered to our graduate members to help them with the review of their CVs, cover letters, review of their personal job hunting plan, and other discussion. And majorly, what these people are also meant to do is to open up their network to these graduate members to help them accelerate their career progression. So what has been the job success for our graduate members? What have we been able to do? This is where the work lies. What have we been able to do so far? So for this batch, full employment during the course of the GAP network program, we've had 8 of our graduate members that have gotten full employment due to what we've taught them and what they were able to apply in getting these jobs. Presently, we have 10 people in internships, which amount for 23% of the total people that participated in the program. We have 12 people process application. What we mean by process application is we've sent out their CVs, they are having interviews, they are probably talking to an organization presently, which has not reached conclusion. So we have 12 people on that, which amounts to 28% of our graduate members. And we have the yet to be matched. We have 13 people that are yet to be matched, which amounts to 30% of our, and the major reason for some of the yet to be matched is because we look to give our graduate members organizations that we had value to them, that they will be able to or work in and share their own value. So we are working rigorously to ensure that these 13 people are matched before the end of this year. So what is we don't just have the employability training for our graduate members. We don't just train them. We don't just give them internship. What we've done with the GAP Network program is that we've built a system, a structured support system for them after the program, so that when they are done, we can still track their success and help them in career progression, career acceleration. And how have we been able to do that is to constantly provide them access to job opportunities through our partners, also continue mentorship and career advisory. Then also what we've been able to do is to create a structure whereby if our graduate members are going for interviews and things, we help them prepare and things like that. Also, we do free masterclasses sessions for our graduate members. Probably they've been working in organization and they have some weaknesses and weak points or pain points that they would like to brush up on. We collect their feedback regularly to create a masterclass for them to address these needs. So this is the journey so far for the GAP network. This is what we've been able to do with the GAP with the GAP network so far. This is the summary of the whole event, and we could not have done this with the support of our sponsors, of our partners, of our volunteers. They've done extremely well, and we also say thank you to Excel Africa Group, which we're a subsidiary of, and the Ford Foundation, who is the major sponsor of this event that created the resources for us to be able to do these things that we did. And we also say thank you to the Lagos State Ministry of Wealth Creation, Employment and Wealth Creation. We say thank you. Thank you very much to everyone. Okay, so that's the summary. That's the summary of the GAP network program. Hope we've been able to give you a summary and you get the picture of where we're at with the GAP network program and how the event has been. So next up on the agenda will be the valedictory speech by our valedictorian today, who is the person of Grace James. Grace James, are you available there, please?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
So she will be giving us a valedictory speech now. Grace James is one of our graduate members who have completed the Graduate Advancement Program Batch 4. So she will be speaking now. Grace James, you have the floor, please.
Good morning, the management of KEC. Good morning, the sponsors, and everyone present, my fellow colleagues. It's a pleasure to present this valedictory speech this morning. The year 2020 has been an amazing year. From the pandemic that hit the world without notice to the gruesome killing of young Nigerians at the Lekki toll gate, to thousands of people losing their jobs and countless other tales of woe. While all these were happening, the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity came as a breath of fresh air, and thousands of forward-thinking Nigerian youth keyed into this opportunity, but only about 50 best people were selected. Today, 43 of us, who I will prefer to call the finishers, are ready to be sent into the world to dominate and conquer. The Graduate Advancement Program Network has been an awesome journey of learning, unlearning, and relearning. Thanks to the myriad of experienced facilitators, mentors, and counselors who took out time to pour themselves into us and ensured they pushed us beyond our limits to become the best versions of ourselves. The 3 months my colleagues and I spent at the GAP network seemed like the toughest and challenging period of our lives. It was a time when we were refined like gold after passing through fire. From the long hours of training on Zoom to the countless meals, assignments, feedback forms, and projects Mr. Agoga and Mr. Ajibade expected us to complete, we've been the shortest time possible. At some point, we were overwhelmed and even considered quitting. But because we were not feeble-minded, we persisted and finished strong. The mentorship and counseling sessions ended up becoming clarity sessions for some of us who were confused about the next step to take in our chosen careers. It was during one of these sessions I was able to decipher what I should be doing for the rest of my life, and also began to see opportunities in places I didn't know existed. We want to especially thank the management and staff of Knowledge Exchange Center for being so patient with us and kind to us. Thank you for tolerating our excesses. You are the real heroes. We're so grateful to the sponsors of this noble cause, Excel Africa Group and Ford Foundation. Thank you so much for being magnanimous, even when you didn't have to be. Thank you for investing your resources into the lives of all of us, whom you may never get to meet in real life. We pray that the one who sees even the smallest of deeds will reward you and meet your deepest needs. To my colleagues, the finishers, I am so proud to be associated with all of you. We came, we thrived, and we conquered. Gap Network is a place where stars are made, a place where dreams are nurtured, and where strangers become friends that will stick together for the rest of their lives. It is our duty to ensure that this huge investment made in our lives yields great returns. Don't hold back anymore. Shine your light so bright. Spread your wings and soar. And in the words of Martin Luther King Jr., if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep moving. God bless you all. See you at the top. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Grace James, for that beautiful speech. Thank you very much. I think it will be nice that we get a very good story from some of our graduate members. They are the one that went through the program, and it's best that we hear from them what the program has been for them. So we have 3 people that we've selected that's part of our graduate members that will share their impact story. What has it been for them when they started GAP? And now that they've ended GAP, what has the experience been like? Has there been any transformation? Has there been any impact at all? So we have 3 people lined up. We have Samuel Ogunshola, we have Faidat Gbadamosi, and we also have Mohsin Ahmed that will be sharing their impact story with us. Faidat, are you there? Samuel, are you there? Ahmed, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
Yes,
Faidat, can you please go first and share your impact story? What has Gap Network been like for you?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, management of KEC. Good afternoon, our sponsors. Good afternoon, our guests, our mentors, counselors, and fellow graduate members. My name is Faidat Gbadamosi, and I'm a graduate of University of Ibadan. In August, I came across an advert for Graduate Advancement Program by KEC. I saw it the day before the deadline. I decided to apply with an open mind. I applied and I went through a rigorous selection process, and I got selected. The 3 months program, we had the employability skills training in the first month, and that first month was a tough one I'm sure it was a tough one for everybody, but we scaled through. And the good thing about that first month was it wasn't just about the employability skills. We didn't learn skills that would just help us succeed in the workplace. We learned life skills. For me, I learned life skills. I didn't just learn employability skills. And that is a very strong one for me because it has sort of changed my mindset, my orientation, everything, how I even relate to people now. And aside that, we were shared in groups of 6, and my team members were, well, I'm sure everyone will say their team members were the best, but I'm sure mine was the best of the best because it was made up of different individuals. We had to work on assignments, projects together, and honestly, it was just amazing. You know, from one of my group member, I learned how to create videos, video editing. One of my group members was very good with PowerPoint and was willing to take us through it. Another was very good with Microsoft Excel and he was ready to take us through it too. So it wasn't just about the skills. I learned to interact with people. I even learned new skills aside the soft skills that I was learning, hard skills. And aside that, I was assigned to an employer partner. It's an edutech company, TechBridge Consulting, and I worked with them. It was my first remote job experience, and it was a good one. And I'm very, very appreciative of that company because it wasn't just about me working for them. They wanted to help me develop. They were interested in my development too. An edutech company, and they gave me a scholarship, a free access to take their Python course. So another thing I gained via KEC. And the biggest highlight for me is the career counseling and mentorship session. My counselor was very amazing. My mentor, Amaka Amalu, she's like my bestie now. She's not just a mentor, she's a friend, she's a sister now, and she has done a whole lot for me just in the space of few weeks or a month that we've met. And I'm very, very, very glad that I met her, and I'm very, very glad I joined the KEC Graduate Advancement Program because these people I've met now, the network I've built, I don't think I would have done it if I didn't join this program. And I'm very, very, very grateful to the sponsors, to the organizers, to the mentors and counselors who decided to give their time for us. Thank you so, so much. Thank you, KEC. And if you're watching this, I hope our story would push you to join the next batch. Thank you, KEC.
Thank you very much, Faidat Badamosi. Thank you for that story that you just shared. Samuel Ogushola, are you available, please? Can you share your story now, please?
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Standing on existing protocols, my name is Samuel Olaruwaju Ogushola. I'm a graduate of biochemistry from Federal University of Technology, Akure. Yeah, I finished my National Youth Service Corps at the University of Lagos in March 2020. And after which I decided to start looking for jobs. Like that's the next thing after NYSC. But I noticed something that most of the jobs I applied for, an internship, I was not getting through, despite graduating with a first class. So I shared my story with a friend. I told him about the experience and what I've been passing through. It was depressing, and then it was the beginning of the COVID-19. So I don't even know what to do next with my life. So he shared a link to the Graduate Advancement Program to me. So he said I should apply that. He has read through what the program is all about and he thinks I'm going to need it. So I applied immediately, and after that, I was selected to take an exam, which I did, and then a rigorous interview process. So after that, I was fortunately to be selected for the program, which is a 3-month training. So, but one thing I noticed about the program, because I've actually attended several trainings in the past, is that the discipline, the level of discipline in terms of the program, like we are starting 9 a.m., we start immediately. And aside that, the management, the people in charge of the program, the organizers, the organizational skills were top notch. And also the passion displayed by the facilitators, the speakers, and the trainers were just too much. So the program actually exposed me to a lot. There are a lot of things that can actually work in Nigeria. That was the first thing I learned from the program. And aside that, all the skills I actually lack, which include how to design my CV, because then I had a 3-page CV, but through the CV writing class, I was able to learn how to design a 1-page CV, how to write the cover letter, how to make presentation, problem-solving skills, emotional intelligence skills. So several skills I was able to learn that during the program. And also I had the privilege to actually meet other young people in Nigeria like me, to be able to work on the problem together and provide solutions to them. So we did a project which was presented. So the program was awesome for me all through. And after that, I was able to secure an internship after engaging my mentor, who helped me to look at my CV and everything before I submitted it for the internship. So presently, I'm interning with Impact Investors Foundation, and it has been a great experience. I know that I can't get close to Impact Investors Foundation without the help of the GAP network. I really appreciate the organizers of this program. I appreciate the sponsors for bringing such a program together, because a lot of young people like me are there, even with good grades, but are still, having challenges with how to get access to job opportunities, how to, improve themselves and how to push their careers. And a lot of people are also out there that are depressed on what next to do. But the GAP network was able to fill this gap for me. And right now, I feel fulfilled with where I'm working. And apart from that, I even feel like the level of confidence I have now after passing through the training is just too great. So I really appreciate the Ford Foundation and the Excel Group for coming together with this. And I hope that next year the program will be able to bring in more youth, because there are a lot of us out there. So they'll be able to prepare us for the job opportunities out there. There are jobs, but jobs that we youth are not fully ready to access these jobs. So I believe through the GAP network, we'll be able to close this gap and bring youth to the job. So thank you very much for this program. And I wish all my friends congratulations today on this our graduation. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Samuel Ogundushola, thank you for that impactful story you just shared. Thank you very much. Ahmed, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's go. Let's have you, please. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good day, everyone. I beg to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Mohsen Edo Hamid. I'm a graduate of mechanical engineering from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomosho. When I completed service this year, May, June to be precise, just like a number of other graduates out there, very many people do not know how exactly they have to navigate what they want to do. Many people have passion, they have aspirations, they have projections, but yet it is only a few that they have idea of how exactly they can go about those things they have lined out for themselves as their passion and aspirations. There came GAP Network from the KEC. I registered and we began the training. When we started the training, we had so many discussions. In fact, if I'm to begin to mention some of the discussions we had, time wouldn't permit us, and it would be a roll of so many discussions, so many talks around there. But from those sessions that marveled me so much was when we had this discussion around job hunting strategy. I tell you, why many graduates are stuck to graduates do not hear tales of people 3-5 years after graduation, they still do not have anything solid to lay their hands on. It's because of the fact that many people do not actually know how to navigate their ways in the job search. And this is exactly what we were made to realize during the job hunting strategy discussion. We were told there's so much involvement that has happened to job search. How exactly are we supposed to go about them as against the traditional way that people used to go about them while getting no result? We had this discussion, and in fact, as we have had, many people are having that success stories already, putting to use that thing, those strategies, and they are getting the result. And hopefully, every one of us, we are going to follow suit. But the most interesting thing about the old GAP Network program, yes, to me, this is subjective. Every other person will have different things to say. But to me, I feel so fulfilled about the internship of a thing. Why? Because even while today recruiters, hiring managers, they put out their vacancies that they want to fill, entry-level positions, entry-level roles. Yes, on the job description, they might not put it there that they need people of experience. Of course, you wouldn't expect a fresh graduate to have that experience that you so much need. But then, while one is scaling through the series of interview processes, you are still going to sense it that seemingly recruiters, hiring managers, they still need you to have, no matter how little it is, level of experience on that thing that you claim to know. The knowledge does not actually suffice anymore. But then this is a very big gap that the GAP Network has come to fill. This is a very big lacuna that KEC has come to fill, creating for us that platform to showcase ourselves, that platform to put to use knowledge gathered over time. Some of us, myself as an example, I've been learning some things around analytics for a while now, but then I've not had that opportunity to put to use what I've been learning, which is actually one of the challenges that we have in today's world. Many people have the knowledge, many people know the wherewithal, how they are going to go about those things that to be or they want to do, to give chances on them? Who is going to take chances on them to allow them put to use that knowledge so that eventually they are going to grow into that person, professional that we so much intend to have in our various firms. KEC provided that opportunity for us. I'm interning with the KEC at the moment as an analyst, and for a month now, I would say that I've become more confident about the things I've learned so far. And in fact, there are things that I thought I knew, but because of the fact that I've not been putting them to use, I thought they were still with me. So KEC reawakened all those in me, having to put in efforts to ensure that knowledge are well cemented by working with some data sets, some files, some reporting, and all of it. Really an amazing journey in the whole GAP network program. I really so much look forward to projecting in the future, seeing myself to have achieved that thing, that projection that I have for myself. And I look forward to that happening very soon. And in fact, the KEC will have a very solid ground, a very solid portion of that success story at that time. So on this note, I want to say thank you to the KEC for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Excel Africa Group, for availing us this platform. Thank you, Lagos State Ministry of Employment and Wealth Creation. Thank you, the Ford Foundation, all our employer partners. Thank you for taking us in, for taking chances on us to put to use those things that we have learned before now and that we learned during the course of our training in the GAP network. We really appreciate every one of us. And to my colleagues, yes, I've met wonderful set of people, honestly, learned so much while working together, while working on our projects. We built a relationship with ourselves. In fact, we are all amazing. Thank you very much. And I wish every one of us success in our current endeavors and the ones to come in the future. Thank you, everyone. Thank you once again for listening.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. Thank you very much to all other graduate members, Faidat, Samuel Ogunshola, that just give that amazing story about how their journey has been so far. We hope that we didn't stress you so much in making that an amazing experience for you. So next up now, we'll be going towards the Graduate Members Awards. So Mr. Agogo will be taking care of that. We have some graduate members during the course of their program that have done exceptionally well in terms of their general attitude, in terms of attending classes, in terms of how they've done their assignments, how they take instructions and things like that. And we've been able to bring together all these people. We've been able to put a score to this and be able to award based on these categories some awards. Mr. Agogo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so Mr. Agogo will be taking the award of the award period for the graduate members. Mr. Agogo will be taking over now. So Mr. Agogo, you can have the floor now.
Okay, that was really wonderful presentation by some of our GAP network graduate members there. I'm quite excited that this program has really impacted majority of you guys. This is what we are actually looking at for when we designed the program. One of the things that we do in every of our GAP network program is to give awards to some of our best graduating participants, and we use various criteria to rate our participants, and some of them are attendance, assignments, and other projects and other things. You will recall that when you started this program, there was a list of these criteria that was sent to you before you started the program. And so today we have, even though all of you have done very well, there are some people who have really distinguished themselves throughout this 3 months program. And I am honored to announce to you the best 3 participants of the GAP Network program. So I'm going to start from the bottom. So our first runner-up, they call it now. First or second runner-up is, which is the 3rd position, is Christopher Akonetu. He scored 83%. And so Christopher was one of our best outstanding participants during this GAP network. The second on our list, the second best participant on our list is no other person than Grace James. Not surprising, she got 84% in terms of her points. And the winner, or should I say, the number 1 most outstanding participant of the GAP network batch 4 is Oluwatosin Osinaya. He scored 85%. And so congratulations to all of our 3 best participants who distinguished themselves throughout the GAP network program based on the various indices that we shared initially to you during the commencement of this program. So I want you guys to, you can congratulate them on the chat section. Just congratulate Christopher, Grace, Oluwatosin. Appreciate you. Congratulate them for a job well done, for actually distinguishing themselves throughout the program. And let's just say kind words to them using the chat section. So it has been our tradition to have a special gift for our most distinguished participants. And so these 3 participants will be sent a special surprise gift. And so this will be delivered to you at your respective places. And so be expecting a gift from us as a token of our appreciation for distinguishing yourself throughout the 3-month program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Agogo, and congratulations to all the winners, Grace James, congratulations to Christopher, congratulations to Oluwatosin Osinaya. I'm sure that some of you won't be surprised with the names that came up because we've known them throughout, how involved they were with assignment, how they participate during the class. So we say congratulations to them once again. We're supposed to have our keynote speech ahead. Our chairman, I just saw the name of our chairman is around now, Mr. Charles Iwu Unwodo. He is the chairman of the Excel African Group, which we are a CSR initiative of the KEC, is the CSR initiative of Excel African Group. So Mr. Charles Unwodo is here to give the keynote speech of this graduation ceremony. He will be speaking to you now. Sir, Mr. Charles, are you there, sir? Hello, sir.
Yes, I am.
Okay, sir. So welcome, sir. Mr. Charles, it's nice to have you today, sir. It's nice to have you join you, sir. So you have the floor, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, Dapo. Thank you, Agogo. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, sir.
It's my pleasure to once again be able to share in the joy of the graduating cohorts of batch 4 of our Graduate Advancement Program Network, a GAP network, for this Saturday afternoon. What you have been put through is an important element in preparing you for success, not only in your immediate aspirations, whatever it may be, whether it is job employment or entrepreneurship, but essentially to give you a head start and shock-proof you for whatever you may decide to do in future. The curriculum for the GAP network has been so designed in such a way that it offers you some of the attributes that are not taught in any school, and many of us do not have the privilege of attending finishing schools in Europe. And so even in your colleges, these are not taught. And at home, unfortunately, the nature of our society is such that some of these skills and attributes, we are not born with them, and they are not home bred as well. So this was a carefully thought out intervention by the Excel Africa Group in setting up the Knowledge Exchange Center, KEC, to contribute our own modest quota to addressing the problem of employability in our dear country. So I want to congratulate all of you for making yourself available in the first instance, to participate in this program, and also mastering the discipline and the grit and mental rigor that, to survive and thrive. As you will remember, nearly 1,000 of you applied for this program. But the selection process accommodated only about 50. Now, 50 of you or so commenced this journey, and here you are today, 43 of you are graduating from this program. Those of you who have been able to make it to this final round have every reason to feel proud of yourselves. And I join you in expressing utmost joy and happiness at this achievement. I pray that, as I said earlier, that this will mark a turning point for you, either as employees in very fruitful and rewarding job placements, or entrepreneurs that are you join the league of successful entrepreneurs that are reshaping the Nigeria business landscape in the not too distant future. So I commit your aspirations into God's hands and pray that the Lord himself, who inspired this vision, will prosper your ways, will bless your imaginations and aspirations, and favor you in a way that will transform your dreams into concrete, tangible achievements in the near future by the grace of God. I want to use the opportunity to thank the management of KEC for being consistent and also, not succumbing to the temptation of, quality dilution. I am extremely proud of the excellent quality standards that KEC management has maintained around all our programs, not just the GAP network, all our programs. And I want to say that you have raised the bar and raised everybody's expectations. And so we do not expect any less from you going forward. As an institution, we'll continue to do our best to provide the necessary support and encouragement, to ensure that KEC continues to stand out among its peers in this sector of our national life. I want to commend specially all the other in-house actors, like our supporters, our partners, employer partners, our career counselors and consultants, our facilitators, our volunteers, the various streams of the programs, the mentors that volunteered their time, their effort in hand-holding our trainees, especially our sponsors, main sponsor, Ford Foundation, for, believing in this vision. I'd like to thank the management, the country management of the Ford Foundation for not only believing in our vision, but also helping us to empower a critical segment of the Nigeria, leadership that is, we are all praying to emerge in the not too distant future. So Ford Foundation, thank you very much. I want to thank also the Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Wealth Creation, and by extension, the government of Lagos State also for their support, not only on this program, but on the other larger programs, especially our advocacy programs in the KEC. And just to end by encouraging all of us, the graduates, not to see this as the end, but to see this as the end of a phase and the beginning of an even more important phase in your lives. I look forward to receiving reports, success stories, testimonials of the giant strides that each and every one of you is going to be recording in your places of employment and in your places of entrepreneurship. God bless you all. Thank you very much again, and congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Charles Nwodo, we are very happy to have you today. Thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your immense support to the KEC group. We say thank you, and we hope to continue to have your support as always, sir. Thank you very much. Next on the agenda are some of the comments from our major stakeholders to get their opinion on what the GAP network has been about for them, because we have our career counselors, we have our mentors, we have our employee partners that have been part of this program. They are our partners, because without them, we can't achieve this much success. All the presentation that we made on the journey so far were made possible because these people were available and they were with us along the way while the batch. So I will be first calling on our legal advisor at KEC, Madam Ezinne, to have a few comments about what the program for today and what the GAP network has been about. Madam Ezinne, are you there, ma'am?
Yes, please, I am.
Okay, let's have you. You have the floor, ma'am.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, madam.
Okay. Once again, congratulations to the graduates, and a bigger congratulations to the exceptional three. Like our chairman has said, the KEC was set up to provide opportunities for the youth in Nigeria to learn, or rather unlearn, some of the things that they picked up at home or in the environment or in their neighborhood, and even in the institutions that they have attended. And from the testimonials that I listened to this morning, I am very happy and I'm glad that indeed the center was set up, because I hear people who ordinarily would not have been able to work together. They work together to achieve a common goal, which was to get a task done. And I will also ask that you extend this to your lives within the larger society where you live in. So if we all understand, if we each extend one hand of fellowship, we will at least make a great achievement. We cannot change the past, but we can indeed attempt to change the future and to decide how we want the future to be for us, which is where KEC comes in. I'd just like to say congratulations to Excel Africa Group. Congratulations to the chairman, the founder, Mr. Charles Nwodo Jr. And congratulations to Agogo and his team, as well as to our partners who have worked tirelessly to see that we achieve the goals and the objectives for which the center was founded. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you. That is Madam Ezine. She is the legal advisor of KEC that you just listened to. Also, we would like to hear from one of our career counselors. He has been with us always. In fact, his commitment and support towards our programs at KEC is immense. I call on Mr. Henry Awodele. Mr. Henry, are you there, sir? Hello, Mr. Henry, are you there? Okay, if we can have Mr. Henry now, I will call on the next person. She's our mentor. She's one of the employee partners. She's our ex-executive secretary. So you can see that how large her impact is. She has always been with us, even while she's no more with KEC. I'll call on Madam Maria Glover to quickly speak to us on what the GAP network has been so far for her and how she has been able to be a good partner with us, being an employee partner and a mentor during this process of the GAP network batch 4. Madam Maria Glover, are you there, ma?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's have you, ma. You have the floor, ma.
Okay. Thank you very much. This is rather impromptu, but I've been part of the story from the very beginning. We're part of the ones who designed the programs, and the whole objective was to prepare young people to become more employable. There is a mismatch with what employers want and what is out there. So one of the desires that we have is to see more young people coming out of schools, having the skills, both soft skills and core skills that employers want to be able to get into the workplace. Now, there is a thing about the fourth industrial revolution, the 21st century. We need new skills. Skills are changing. It's dynamic, doesn't remain static. So the skills you have today may most likely not be relevant in the next 10 years. So the huge task for the Knowledge Exchange Center is to keep working and finding ways to prepare young graduates to match the skills for the future. So I was particularly excited when I saw the program, the course, and the content that the KEC designed for this year, which really mirrored what I was thinking about. How do we prepare young people for the new world, the post-COVID-19 world? And many of us are working from home. I contributed by training a few, well, I won't say training, having a mentoring program with one of the participants, and it was done online, never met her. It was a great experience. And I also took in one of your cohorts for this year, Samuel, to work with us at the KEC, at the knowledge, at my organization, Impact Investors Foundation. Never met this young guy, but we're so close. I'm really excited to have him on board. I see that your work that you have done has brought in a lot of value to him. I see the confidence in terms of presentation. I see how he engages with our stakeholders. And this is different from, I will say, my experience with him has been different from having a fresh graduate who come in and work or volunteer with us. So I want to thank KEC for that investment, especially the problem-solving skills. I see that he takes on a challenge, he looks at it, he breaks them down into parts to try to understand them. The first thing in trying to do something is to get to the root cause. What is the issue? Trying to understand it and not wanting to solve the problem. So I see that a lot in that intervention. I want to thank KEC for that. I'm looking at the future, and I'm really excited about the future of what KEC would be like, especially in this post-COVID world where the world has become your oyster. You are in competition with the rest of the world. You're not in competition with yourself or just people in Lagos State. You're in competition with a kid who went to Harvard in America. You're in competition with a kid who went to Oxford. So I really would like to encourage these young people to keep learning, keep on learning, keep preparing yourself for the future. And I want to tell you that not only the sky is your limit, but the galaxy is your limit. Thank you very much, and kudos and congratulations to KEC. Congratulations to the founder, the great visionary behind this program. I want to thank every volunteer, the funders, the Ford Foundation. I want to thank them for continuing to believing in this vision, and the Lagos State Employment Trust for the Lagos State government through the Ministry of Wealth Creation to continue to believe in us. I want to thank specifically to our partner, Wave Academy. I see some of them here. Thank you all, and enjoy the rest of the year. Congratulations again to this year's graduates.
Thank you very much, Madam Maria Glover. I can see how passionate you are about KEC, and I can see that you were even calling KEC. I know you are blood and mixed up with KEC. Everything about you is KEC. But thank you very much, Madam Maria Glover. Next up, I will be calling on one of our employee partners. From the Brown Consulting. When I speak to this woman, we've not met before, but when I speak to her on phone, she's so engrossed in she's so surprised about what KEC is doing and things like that. And I'll be calling on no other person than Madam Clarice. Are you there, ma? Hello? 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 Madam Clarice from the Brown Consulting, are you there? Okay, I don't think we can have her now, but she's online. Probably she can hear us. So, Madam, Mr. Henry Awudele, are you back? Okay, if we can't have those people, there is another person I would like to call on. Like when Maria was speaking, she spoke about Wave Academy. Wave Academy is a partner indeed. You know, when you say partner in all ramifications, they're a partner indeed. They support us in everything we do at KEC. There is a representative of Wave Academy. She's also one of the career counselors, I guess. And she was also one of the facilitators. You can see when I say they support us in everything. I'll call on no other person than Ebei. She's from Wave Academy to just share her thoughts on the GAP network and to give advice to the graduating members of the GAP network batch 4. Ebei, are you there? Hello, Ebei.
Oh yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm so sorry I can't turn on my camera. I didn't see this coming, but I'll just speak. Once again, congratulations to everyone that's graduating, and well done, Team GAP, like I like to call you guys. It was an awesome experience. As much as we at Wave work closely with the KEC guys, we learned a lot from you guys this year, and there was a lot to take on from what you guys did and how you were able to innovate and just move on with the present season, and then just use that to be able to assist and then support the people that were trained. And another thing for me that was very captivating and interesting were the people that I sort of mentored or counseled, right, or supported. I was overjoyed and happy when one of the two people I coached got a job like a week or two into the program after the training, right? And then the second one is already an intern, right? So that also motivated me to want to do more, to want to support more, to want to share more and even learn more from these people, right? So it's actually a great thing that you guys are doing. Well done. The challenge out there is enormous. It's been mentioned over and over. Like Maria Glover said, the competition is no longer local. It's no longer just within Nigeria or Lagos. It's now global, right? Because a lot of us are working online and they are getting jobs where anybody can get this job and also deliver the same way you deliver here. If you also check that post presentation, some of you came from or joined from outside Lagos, which wasn't achievable before because it was a physical brick and mortar training. But now you're able to reach far and wide. So it just shows us one thing, that we are no longer competing locally. Everything has gone global, right? So I'll just encourage us, as every person has done, to keep learning. Don't stop learning. This is not the end of your learning. It's actually the beginning, right? Keep solving problems. Keep looking out for these things that employers cannot solve themselves. Hence why they hire people to solve those problems for them, and then continue to be very important and supportive to them. And also, as we go out there, as we go into the world, let's, as much as possible, share the KEC story, talk about them. There's nothing wrong with you as a KEC alumni bringing in another Ford Foundation for KEC, right? So be that network also that other people will benefit from because of your support for KEC. So well done, guys. Well done, team. Congratulations once again, and I wish you all the best as you go out there to explore this world and to do creative, innovative new things. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ibe. Thank you for your support. Always thank you for the support from Wave Foundation. Always, thank you very much. I would like to also recognize the support of the Lagos State Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment, which is headed by Madam Iyabo Seriki-Bello. Also present today is Madam Josephine Okoje, who is from Business Day. Also present today, we have Halil Gochuku, who is from This Day. They are all around today. We say thank you. We are really happy to have you join in today. We say thank you very, very much. This will be bringing us to the end of the graduation ceremony, but before the end of that, we'll be giving some announcements majorly to all our graduate members. We'll be sending your certificate to you. Hello, we'll be sending your certificates to you wherever you are. So we'll be sending your certificates to you. So I say once again, congratulations to everyone today. I don't know if Mr. Agogo has some few words to end today so that he can just end today for us and give the vote of thanks. Mr. Agogo, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, okay. Thank you, everyone. We are really excited that we're able to bring this program to a joyful and successful end. I just remember during the lockdown, we were saying, how can we be able to adapt our program to ensure that we deliver the kind of value that we have always been known for? And thankfully, we were forced to innovate and be able to experiment. For the first time, we haven't done this. We haven't done an online version of the program. And for us, this was an experiment. And we believe that even though there are a lot of challenges, there are some things we didn't get right, we believe that we have had some few successes. And we are trusting God that even in 2021, it will be far, far much better than what we have done today, because we have learned so much from our experiences. We have gathered a lot of feedback from our participants and our partners who have told us what we have done well and some of the things that we haven't done so well. And so we want to believe that 2021 will be far better for us. And this pandemic has been, even though it has brought its negative impact, has been a blessing in disguise. And sometimes for you to move to a new level, you need some level of disruption that will make you uncomfortable so that you can be able to innovate. I remember last year, we were talking about the future of work. Come on, the future of work is now. The future of work that we are anticipating that it will be some years ahead of us is now, because the COVID-19 pandemic has brought the future of work now. And this is one of the most exciting moments to live if we open our eyes to the opportunities that are available to us. And so to our graduate participants, I want to tell you that one of the beautiful things about the GAP network is we don't just end our relationship here. So we have an alumni. All of them we have them in a WhatsApp group where we constantly give them support, career support. So while you are giving your certificate, why this is the end of the program, so it is called GAP Network for a reason. The network is the support system that you have to help you during your career journey. So for us, this is not just the end of the program, but it's a continuation of that relationship that we have established with you from the inception of the program. So I want to encourage each and every one of you, take your time to once in a while to share with us any of the challenges that you're facing. I'll be happy to help you as best possible as we can. I want to thank our partners, those who have been of immense support to us. We really, really appreciate the support you have given to us so far. Thank you also for honoring this invitation. I really appreciate it. Despite your busy schedule, you took our time to come and celebrate our graduate members who just finished the GAP Network Batch 4 program. Thank you very, very much. We look forward to a more exciting year 2021. It's our own prayer that 2021 will be far, far better than what we have experienced in 2020 for all of us. I'm wishing everyone a wonderful end of year. As we approach towards the end of the year, I pray that God will see us through beyond 2020 and 2021. So as we round up, I just want each and every one of the graduate members to just say a kind word to all our supporters, our sponsors, those career counselors, mentors. You can see that in the chat. You can mention their name. Just exchange of pleasantries. Just to appreciate those who have been behind the scene to support you. So you can do that in the chat. So just say a few kind words on the chat as we round up for today. Thank you so much, and we look forward to the next edition, which we believe will be far, far more better than what we have done this year. Thank you so much for your time, and have the best of the week ahead. God bless you.
Thank you, everyone. Casey, goodbye.
Yes, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Bye everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you everyone that joined.
Congratulations again to Tosi, Grace, Christopher. Let this fire that has been lit, don't let it go off in your hands and in your brains and in your imaginations. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
All right then, bye.
Bye. Thank you very much.
I was built to be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. To be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up. close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. When I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. 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 Stand up.